Same shit that everybody else been saying since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be next. Watch. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stump a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? You gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Watch.
The boxing world is standing on the edge of history. Two icons from two very different paths are about to collide.
I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, you need to do something. And he did. He did. And now...
Canelo Alvarez, Mexico's pride and super middleweight king, against Terence "Bud" Crawford, the master technician chasing legacy across divisions. Their latest press conference didn't cool things down. It only poured gasoline on the fire. Shoves, death stares, and Dana White stepping in before a punch has even been thrown.
What? I didn't. He did before. He tried to welcome me back, and he just got my reaction. That's it.
This isn't just promotion. It's a war waiting to explode.
More personal because, you know, I did respect him. I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like he walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't fuck with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different.
Crawford brushed off the infamous face-off shove, saying it didn't shake him one bit, and that it won't change how he approaches this fight. For him, it's not about being rattled, it's about making history.
Laughed at it, as you can see. You know, I love things like that. You know, it excites me. I'm more motivated than ever now.
Canelo, though, was far from impressed. He admitted Crawford's words about not caring to meet people's expectations cost him respect.
It is.
And when pressed by media, Canelo declared that if Crawford really thinks walking him down is smart, it would be career suicide. Crawford didn't bite his tongue either.
And you're gonna find that out. As you've seen, the last press conference,
We'll see.
when I walked you down, when you were supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you're fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
And it's gonna be different from you as well.
In one of the rowdiest exchanges, he shot down rumors that he was afraid of the much bigger Mexican, standing eye to eye with Canelo just to prove he's not here to flinch. He reminded everyone that if he were truly scared, he wouldn't have been the one repeatedly calling out a 168-pound destroyer.
You know what I mean? Like, that little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not gonna be pushing, we're gonna be punching, so it doesn't even matter.
On one side, we have Canelo Álvarez, 63 wins, 2 losses, 39 knockouts.
Now with a dog Canelo. Now, the Canelo footwork ain't been what it's supposed to be lately, and he hasn't a real threat in a long time. Now, sometimes we can get so comfortable in that zone, but now you got to go down deep to get ready for Crawford.
The man who's battled Golovkin, Cotto, Kovalev, Plant, a walking resume of boxing's best.
I don't think Terence gonna run from Canelo as much as that guy did. I feel like he gonna box for sure, but he gonna sit down on some shots. He gonna fight in spurts against Canelo.
On the other stands Terence Crawford, undefeated at 41-0, 30 KOs, a 2-time undisputed champion. For Eddie Hearn, this fight isn't just business, it's legacy.
For Bud Crawford, you know, a lot of MMA fans, UFC fans, may not have ever seen you fight before, and they might tune in because staying in the UFC are involved. So what has it been like, maybe introducing yourself to a lot of MMA fans?
He admitted Crawford has the tools, the slickness, the timing to turn the ring into a chessboard where Canelo might have to play catch-up. Because for Crawford, this bout isn't just another belt.
See the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo.
It's a chance to step out of the technician box and carve his name into the pantheon of legends. Of course, the elephant in the room is size. Canelo is a natural super middleweight at 168. Crawford, a career 147-pounder moving up yet again.
He'll engage a lot more than Skull, but he will be looking to do all the things where people have had success, which is use movement. Look at what Bivol did. Bivol had the perfect game plan. He boxed off the back foot, then he attacked, then he moved, then he, all that kind of stuff. And then Crawford will be looking to do exactly.
The gap is real, but that's what makes this story epic. Crawford has never backed down from climbing divisions, and beating Canelo could make him the first male fighter in the four-belt era to reign undisputed in 3 different weight classes. Not Floyd, not Pacquiao, not Roy Jones Jr.
The ridiculous promotion of Canelo Crawford has given me lots of good ammunition.
Get some, baby!
Ooh, first, let's take it back to last week when this photo was taken of Canelo and Crawford having dinner together. Like they're best friends.
I love you, man.
They're buddies, like they were family friends.
This would be Bud rewriting boxing history in bold, capital letters. Canelo, though, isn't giving away anything. He's calm, relaxed, leaning on his empire built with granite chin, punishing power, and those trademark body shots that break fighters round by round.
Before, I respect his word because he say, oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do. And he did, so. But you know me. I respect everybody, but if you me, so it's gonna be different. You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
Former champions and trainers aren't blind either. Antonio Tarver praised Crawford's fearless mentality but warned against underestimating Canelo's power.
Canelo's an all-time great. He's an incredible fighter, and look, I actually think this is a bad fight for him because
Gareth A. Davies went even harder, saying flat out, Canelo isn't coming to box him cleverly. He's coming to hurt him with the heaviest shots Crawford has ever felt.
Take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
And the voices outside the ring, they're only stoking the fire. Oscar De La Hoya criticized the promotion, saying it comes off too rehearsed and polished, and even suggested Crawford should drag up Canelo's past with the infamous tainted meat scandal to add real fire to the rivalry.
Somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of him. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of shit.
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
He argued fans don't want stage politeness. They want tension. They want chaos. They want the feeling that a war is about to erupt. Yet even with critics pressing on the drama, the fighters themselves seem locked in.
Can you imagine Muhammad Ali or like Joe Frazier having dinner together? What? Can you imagine Mike Tyson and Mitch Green before a brawl?
Hey.
What the f? No boxing fan wants to see two fighters having dinner together.
We could have a dinner on Wednesday.
Crawford's trainer Brian Bomac McIntyre spoke with calm assurance, saying they don't care about feeding the media machine. They just know they're going to win. No trash talk, no gimmicks, just quiet belief in years of preparation.
it's a fight that's probably quite personal to him to prove himself as a great. And there is no doubt that if he wins this fight, he's a great, I mean, he's a pound for pound tremendous fighter, but
Crawford himself carries the higher knockout rate, 73% compared to Canelo's 63.9%, despite being smaller his whole career.
Bad blood. We want anticipation. We want to feel like an actual war is about to happen. Not caviar and champagne together while they're staging their trilogy. Jesus Christ.
Proof that speed and precision can devastate just as much as power. So here's where it stands. Canelo, the empire builder with power and pride in his corner. Crawford, the fearless technician looking to transcend history itself.
Man, don't mean nothing. A lot of times them guys be slower, you know?
Yeah.
When a smaller guy come up to a higher weight, you just can't get hit by the, you just can't get hit by the bigger guy, especially if he a puncher. But a lot of times the smaller guy have an advantage, I feel like, because they quick.
Add in Dana White stepping into boxing promotion, Netflix co-producing this blockbuster, legends giving their hot takes, and fans split down the middle. This fight isn't just boxing, it's legacy colliding with legacy. And when that first bell rings, the debates, the rumors, the endless face-offs will fade away.
Errol Spence hits hard, but it wasn't the same Errol Spence that he fought. And he's up against one of the all-time greats of Mexican boxing on September the 13th at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's a really big fight for him. It's a legacy fight because his resume isn't anything like Saul Canelo Alvarez's legacy.
What will remain is one question. Will Canelo remind the world that power conquers all? Or will Crawford stamp his name across the history books as the man who refused to care about size, odds, or expectations?
I've been telling y'all for the longest. That boy got that energy. And you know what energy I'm talking about? What is that? Tarver energy. Yes, sir. Tarver. He got that. And so you know, when you get that, we don't see nobody, bro.
The anticipation is electric. The stakes couldn't be higher. And one thing is guaranteed. When these two step into the ring, the whole world will be watching.
147, obviously 154 now. But the money's the money, and he was never going to turn it down.
And that's the full breakdown. If you enjoyed this coverage and you feel the heat in this build-up, make sure to smash that like button, share this video with your fight crew, and subscribe for more real fight talk. Don't forget to leave your prediction in the comments. Is Crawford really getting under Canelo's skin? Or will the Mexican superstar silence all doubt once again? Let us know, and stay tuned. Because the road to Canelo versus Crawford is just getting hotter.